Hero here, and
today we're gonna be talking about why Infamous Second Son fucking sucks. So sad, cause we're both huge Infamous fans, and this game is like a shit stain on the trousers of greatness.
Yes, that's it is.
Alright, so first things first, number one on our list of shittery is the fact that the characters are extremely boring. There's not one unique character in this game that is interesting.
Cliche stereotypes, all of them.
Every single one. You want to get into more depth on that, Fob? Because I'm getting my ass whooped.
Let's start with the quote-unquote star of the show, Delson. Delson is the epitome of cliche, bratty, early 20s, he's guy who acts like he doesn't care about anything and just all like oh, I'm cool because I got a beanie on, and then deep down he has a heart of gold and he loves everything and everybody wants everybody to be happy and he wants to be a good guy and whatnot. Whatever. Cliche, it's been done numerous times. Moving on.
He's like Hyde, but not as likable.
There you go.
Okay, moving on, we have Miss Abigail Fetch Walker, who is your run-of-the-mill, just angsty punk girl that doesn't really belong anywhere in society, so she's angry and she dyes her hair funny colors and she dresses weird and she just, it's not very original. She's just kind of the punk chick. Like, there's no other way to describe it. She's totally the punk chick.
You're gonna hear us use the word cliche over and over again throughout this entire, at least this segment. Because they're literally cliche stereotypes, like John said. I guess I don't want to say she's not interesting because out of all of this, she's the most interesting, but not by much. That's not saying much. Like John said, she's a typical punk girl. She's a typical punk girl who is mad at the world because she's different and no one understands her except for her brother, and then she lashes out at him, and then
and granted
things get worse.
And granted, her story is fleshed out a little bit more in her DLC, but you know what? That's not what was presented to us in the main game, so we're not going to focus on First Light right now. Just throwing that out there.
And here's the thing, right? Like, this game has so much potential. Look how good it looks. Look at it. Just take a second and look how good it is. And it's just really sad. But anyways, back to characters. So, next character we're gonna go over is Eugene.
Okay, let me just say this real quick, Fob. Eugene is a video game character that is made fun of for being a person that likes video game. In a video game, they make a character that's a little geeky, nerdy gamer kid. Like, that seems like a very confused motive.
Let that soak in for a second.
Like, you're literally talking shit about your own audience.
But, so, here we go again, alright? Now, again, cliche. He's a typical high school nerd. He's into video games and Dungeons and Dragons. Wears glasses with tape on him. He's getting picked on. And then now, he becomes the school shooter. Because now he's like, now he has all this pop. He makes his video games into reality. And now he has to get revenge on all the kids that bullied him. Show how tough he is now, and blah blah blah. Once again, it's been done before. not cool. It's not innovative. And for a game that came out, it was so innovative, so different from anything that I have played before. It's just sad. It's just sad.
Yeah. So that's why we wanted to bring this up first, because, you know, Infamous really does do a lot. I really feel like in the gaming world it is really undervalued. I mean, if you don't believe me, and I'm not trying to get off subject, I'm gonna be real quick here. If you don't believe me that Infamous is undervalued, why is it the only Sony exclusive from the PS3 that doesn't have a HD remaster? Alright, there, that's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, so the first two games took us, you know, they had these characters that had unique emotional traits that I can honestly say I identified with a lot of the characters a lot of the time. They felt like real fucking people. And here, they're all just cliches. And that's so disappointing, because it's like, that's the, like, you know, you can have any story you want. It's not going to be good unless you engage with your characters on an emotional level. And just an example, like, look at the Rugrats. It's just babies playing make-pretend. But you care about the characters, so, you know, it's just awesome to see the world through their eyes. But, you know, so moving on to... Alright, no, Fob, you had something to say? Go ahead. Closing thoughts.
Basically, he could have been such he could have been cool. He could have been a cooler character. They could have used that so many different ways. When he uses his powers, it's awesome. When you get them, which we'll talk about later, it's a whole different story.
And see, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I do keep interrupting. I'm just a dick.
But no, I'm done. I'm done. Moving on to the next. We can move on to the next.
See, I think it would have been so much more. Someone stopped watching. Sorry to bore you. No, I think it would have been so much more interesting if we started the game off. No.
Stop that.
Adrian, talk shit to me when you have a drawer at work. Ooh, no, I'm just playing. No, but anyway, and I'm playing on hard, and it's the beginning of the game, and I don't have any fucking powers, and I haven't played Infamous in like 2 years. Anyway, point I'm trying to make is, I feel like the emotional journey for Delson could have been a lot more interesting if he was like a likable, relatable guy beforehand, and it was like after he got his powers he started acting out and being rebellious, because he has to be, the whole world's against him. But it's like, no, he was already like that before he got powers, so what the fuck's the point of that? Or start him off with powers.
See, I also feel the same way, but we totally just get over characters that, well, three characters that we found.
Oh yeah, so, Reggie.
well, I thought we were going through the ones with powers first. I thought we were going to go through the Hank.
Oh yeah. See, that's how forgettable Hank is. We literally talked about him not an hour ago, and we already fucking forgot to talk about him here. That is whipped that man's ass.
So, next is Hank. Now, you played the game before. The best one is Spider-Man. Was it Spider-Man 2?
It was Spider-Man 3 with the Sandman.
Sandman. Yeah,
Hank is Sandman.
With smoke.
With smoke.
Literally just replace the sand with smoke and it's better. Which, if we all know the travesty of Spider-Man 3.
Damn it, Sony, why do you have bad guys that aren't actually bad guys that just want to save their daughters? Fucking stop it! It doesn't work. They're not in...
It's not...
you know...
It's not relatable, man. It's like, dude, like, if there was 150,000 different things you could have did before. It literally, at the time that this game was made, I'm pretty sure GoFundMe was a thing. If a woman can get over, like, get her bills paid for, because she started a GoFundMe because she lost all of her money buying lottery tickets, I'm pretty sure if she said my daughter is dying, I'm pretty sure she.
Right. And not only that, you know, at least in Spider-Man it's a bit believable. Like, they like already had a shitty life and then his daughter got really sick. So he needed, like, you know, just a lot of money, and medical expenses can be very expensive. I know from experience. But anyway, not pity partying here. So, but it just seems like Hank is always just being a dick to be a dick. Like, it's like, how are you benefiting your daughter by running around blowing shit up all the time? At least the fucking Sandman robs banks to get money to pay for medical treatments for his daughter. It's like, yeah. That's how fucking irritating Second Son is. I just defended the Sandman from Spider-Man 3. Fucking think about that. How the fuck does smoke make me heal this guy? Anyway. Alright, so moving on to point number 2, which is the fact that there's no other enemies in this game. There's
another 2 characters.
Damn it! I'm sorry. I'm getting my ass whooped. It's fucking with
Augustine
and Reggie.
Augustine is the big bad guy of woman, whatever. She's the final boss.
But
she's awesome. You see her like 3 times. She's not intimidating.
She's probably like the most interesting of the cliches, because even her, she's a cliche. She's someone that's against something that she is, but she's like, but I have to be the one that uses what's wrong to stop the ones that's wrong. It's like, how many of those fuckers do you know? Like, that's a cliche in itself.
Right. Yeah, her whole little military background story, that was cliche. The fact she betrayed this little girl, that was just awful. But anyway, it's like, she's just, like I said, she's also a cliche. She's a big bad guy that has to, if she had an ulterior motive, like, he honestly wants to stop bad.
Yeah,
but if she has an ulterior motive, I want to be the only conduit that could rule the world. That would have been cool. Like, I would have accepted that cliche.
Right? And well, not only that, I'm like I mean, I'm sure anyone that's a fan of Tasty Squad or that like actually knows me knows that there is no game.
Just coming, just destroy the center. Just keep coming. Go.
Sorry. Like, I love inFAMOUS and I know it inside and out. And just like what they did with, like Fob was just saying, if they would have had it where she was like, I only want to be the only conduit, that would have been interesting. And they could have did it like they did like with Bertrand in inFAMOUS 2. He said he hated conduits the whole time. He just happened to be a conduit, but he didn't like his power. But he used that propaganda to assimilate power and take, you know, martial law of a whole city. Like, he had that whole ulterior motive Fob was talking about. And not only that, but the whole ending of 2, because it's canonically after the good ending of inFAMOUS 2. So in my mind, inFAMOUS Second Son story shouldn't even make any goddamn sense. But anyway, we'll get to story when we get to fucking story. But yeah, so that's Augustine. And then finally we have Reggie, who is Delson's older brother, who's also a cop. Think about this. A rebellious 20-something that has a cop older brother that's always busting him and letting him off easy. Like, these characters are practically, like, straight out of the beginner's guide for writing. Like, every single one of these characters is a form of cliche. And not only that, Reggie's even more cliche. He's completely 100% dick. until the moment of his, spoilers here, death in the game. And only then, the one time, he's proud of Delsin. He tells him he's proud of him.
So, here's my beef. And it's actually just rehashing what John just said. The dude is just, he's awful. Like, this character is straight out from, like, mid-90s sitcom, overgrown. It's awful, dude. It's stupid. Like, come on, dude. Like, me personally, I wish that, because he also spent, because, honestly, I think he could have been one, but he wasn't. But his brother was. Jealous, that's why he was a jerk the entire time. And what was made complete, and like, with description, there's a conflict, like after he fell, he comes back, he got a power to fly or whatever, he got some power, super strength, or he had super strength or something like that, something crazy, man.
Right, but no, it's bullshit.
They waste all of this, like, character potential, all of.
And see,
so much.
in my heart, I have to believe it's because Sony rushed it out. Because I look at Infamous 1 and 2 as fucking masterpieces of games. Like when it comes to gaming, Infamous 2 is in my top tier, right up there with Witcher 3. So the fact that they can go from my greatest game of all time to the most sour taste in my mouth I had of this generation, it fucking baffles me. And that's a food for thought for another day, why all these continuations from last gen suck. But anyway, so yeah, literally every character in Infamous Second Son is a cliche. It's bullshit that a whole series developed on really engaging emotional growth and interesting characters has now become fucking cookie cutter characters. And that is one of the many reasons we have here today as to why Infamous Second Son, I wouldn't say it sucks, I know we titled the video It Sucks, but why it's nowhere near as good as its predecessors. Because, I mean, people watching right now looking and they're like, well, it looks fun to play. I'm sorry, Fob.
You told me you're reading the comments.
No. I'm playing. Huh?
You have to read the comments,
I'll read them later when I'm done with the video.
You gotta read them and respond to
I
people.
can't.
People are talking to you, man.
Oh shit, well I'm playing right now. I'm the one that's playing right now.
I mean, I play and read the comments all the time. It's not
okay, hold on. Let me destroy this fucking whatever this thing is called. I can't remember.
Mobile Command Center.
Bam! Mobile Command Center. Yeah. Boom. But anyway, for people watching, it's like, well, the game looks fun. You know, I'll give seconds on that. The gameplay is phenomenal and it looks beautiful. It is fucking gorgeous and it plays smooth as fuck. But that's not what we're talking about here today, so shut the fuck up.
But the next topic we're going to move on to, though, is the factions.
Yes.
There is one enemy that you fight throughout the entire game, and that's the DUP. Now, granted, there's different I guess, yeah, copy powers and stuff like that. They're basically all the same thing, you know, all the same.
Yeah.
So,
but the fact
even they're boring and cliche and you know, stupid.
Yeah, like, you know, in both Infamous 1 and 2 you get multiple factions, each with their unique agendas and their, you know, unique fucking backgrounds. And then here you get the DUP, and they're just Augustine's bitches. Like, that's it. That's all they are, is Augustine's little military force. And it just like, and there's not much to get on this point as the other one, But it literally is just lame that, you know, we go from having the Reapers and the Ice People and the fucking militia. Just you go from having crazy thug drug dealers and fucking people with, you know, that are crazy rednecks, and then you have Ice People that, if anyone's played Infamous 2, you know those Ice People piss you the fuck off when they slide up and blast you in the face with that shotgun. But anyway,
okay,
and it just... Go ahead, Fab.
To cut you off, but I'm actually curious. Like, it's not like, what about Nelson did you find more interesting, Cole?
Keeping Tom's.
He's fine.
Boy, I need to be reading these comments. They sound pretty funny. What are you complaining about today, John? Oh, that's fucked. That's so fucked. I do complain a lot. This is who I am. I have a YouTube channel. Isn't it my job to complain? Like, can you name one YouTuber that does video games that hasn't complained about anything?
If you can find that, dude, just like, Holy Grail. But yeah, see, and that's why I kind of hate, that's why I brought up using the word cliche a lot, because I hate using it, because, to be honest, what was a cliche too? But, like, I don't know, I felt more invested with Cole just because it's like, quote unquote, unrelatable, that it was like, interesting. Like,
yeah, we didn't say Infamous doesn't have its flaws, and we didn't say that it wasn't cliche, but what we're saying basically is, at least with the original games, we identified with the character. Here, we just didn't connect on an emotional level with any of them.
The fact that you criticize things it's perfectly fine. That is the point of the series. Is to bring up topics that we can all talk about and bring up thoughts. That's why the series
What?
is thought.
Are you gonna come make a play?
But like my thing with Del, like he just seems like an everyday, like he just seems like an every run-of-the-mill average millennial student today. Like he just angry, rebellious dude that wants to fight the system. It's just I just don't like it. Like,
I just don't like it. Yes.
I know that's like a terrible way to end a like discussion or debate or whatever this is, but it's how I feel. And it's just like, but that's a great thing about video games. You feel differently about quote unquote everything.
I don't know. Zigaton, your comment about kicking Augustine in the face? Yeah, I did like kicking her in the face. But honestly, the way they animated her face, it looked like someone already fucked her face up. Like, is it just me? Her face looks so weird. Like, it's like almost, it's one of those things where, like, it looked too good. Like, nah, that's just a little joke I have about this. Nah, but seriously, we're getting off topic, which is fine. But next thing is the length of this game. Now I know that the first two games were not long games at all. They were pretty short by sandbox standards. But then this one is even short by Infamous standards, like, and like, you know, I platinumed Infamous 2 in about a week and a half. And that was like right before my senior year of high school, and it came out during the summer, and that was me having all fucking day to play video games. And in less time, I platinumed Second Son, and that was after I had already started working and had all kinds of shit to do. So I had less free time and beat the game faster. And not just beat, like I 100%ed that motherfucker. And if you don't believe I did it, I mean, you can go look at my trophies right now.
gentlemen on the link, you know what made Infamous more than should feel corner?
What?
Well, it's kind of getting talking about side missions and whatnot. The side missions that kept you engaged, you kept going, you kept looking for them. The side missions in this game are terrible. Like they're absolutely terrible.
And Fob leads us right into our next point, is the side missions are terrible. I mean, I know not every side mission in the first games was great, and not all of them were, you know, the length of a good mission, but for the majority they were, and they were fun to do, and they were also difficult. And I'm glad we brought this up right now, because I'm gonna do right now what's considered a side mission in Infamous Second Son. And I don't even consider them side missions. I call them side, like, activities. Like, they're just stuff you do along the way to the next story mission. And one of them is this right here, killing some drug dealers. And it's literally like 3 fucking dudes, and I'm done. Like, I'm done now. I just gotta blow up the cooler. I'm done. That was a side mission. That is fucking ridiculously piss poor of a job. That is a side mission.
See, and the thing that is a great point. If the series was like more like an X-Men series, it would be 1,000. It'd just be crazy good. But like, it seems like they were trying to make a 90s sitcom like drama with powers. It didn't work. It just didn't work. Fell short. That's I feel about second. Infamous was going along like 1 and 2 along the right path. They weren't perfect either. Like we said, they weren't perfect either.
But that's the thing about any creative art. Well, I guess all art is creative, but that's the thing about any art. Is it good enough to make you not either 1, realize its flaws, or 2, not care? And when, like, you know, when you've played the games as much as I have, of course I see the flaws. It's just, it's so outshined by its good qualities that I don't care. But here, the whole time after I, like, finished this game, I was just like, man, why the fuck is this Infamous not that good? I mean, go ahead, Fab.
And like you said, dude, if there were certain things that they did differently in this game, like if they kept this game exactly the same, changed like, a little bit, like if they made adjustments this or that, so it's a point where you don't care if the story's, you don't care if the characters are poor, you don't care if it's shit. But they did it almost like they didn't attempt to do any of that. It almost like they didn't care. It was like whatever, without to show off the power of the PS4.
Yeah, this game was a tech demo. A really well done tech demo, but...
And it really had like such a great game as well.
Sly Cooper! Yeah, and like I said, I can't believe that Sucker Punch willingly put this out, like... Because, I mean, we're talking about the people that made all the Sly Coopers. They made Infamous 1, 2, and Festival of Blood. And I honestly believe that if Festival of Blood would have been a full-length game, it would have been the best Infamous that there was. But anyway. So yeah, it's like, I can't believe the company that did that willingly made this. And if you look at it, at the time Infamous 2 was released, Sony, shortly after Infamous 2's release, actually bought Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch went from being a like third-party contractor that just worked exclusively for Sony to being a Sony-owned company. And I think in this game you can really tell why, you know, or you can tell that, you know, the big fucking corporate making the decisions is here. Cause look at this, look at those side missions, fucking awful. And that's how all of them are. They all take 30 seconds to a minute to complete. For a mission, oh, and I fucking died. For a mission in a video game, no mission in any video game should ever be that quick. At least 5 minutes. At least have me need to fucking walk a little bit. Like, good lord. And it just...
and like I understand that. I understand what you're saying completely. Because like the story missions, like while they were quote unquote, they were like I don't know. Like they could have made it like than just 3 drug dealers at once. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Like some of the side missions had their own stories in the other games.
Because if there was one thing that this game got right, the movement in this game, I love. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, I love.
Oh yeah.
The way you move with
gameplay is amazing. You move with
the smoke, the way you move with the neon and the TV powers. Like I wasn't a huge fan of the concrete movement, but it was interesting.
Yeah. Okay, Zigaton asks, is there any PlayStation series you'd like to see a grand return? You know, most of them already kind of have returned. Now Crash Bandicoot's coming back. Ratchet and Clank came back last year. I was so excited for that. And see, I loved the new Ratchet and Clank. It started off kind of slow, but it was good. It felt like a great place in the series, but, you know, I wish there would have been another Infamous. Yeah, that was better, but as of right now, I can't really think of any PlayStation series that's dead that I would be like, yeah, we need that right now. Because all the ones that I want are already coming. Again, they're already making Crash Bandicoot. They're already going to be a new God of War coming out. Ratchet and Clank's back. I mean, everything is just already back. I guess you could argue maybe Spyro the Dragon, but I'm kind of too young to remember Spyro the Dragon.
And see, I remember Spyro, and as a kid I loved Spyro, but I don't know if I can like, I don't know if I can like play Spyro again. Eighth Escape, see, I have very, very like vague memories of that game because I didn't play it too much. Like I said, when I was a kid, like my parents believed renting me video games, like instead of like buying them to own. Like, and Eighth Escape was one of those games that like my dad rented for me, and I played here and there, but I didn't really like play it too often and stuff like that. So
let's see, Jak and Daxter, I never played those. Like I played one and I hated one. Like one is like I've played 2 and 2 is a lot better. I never beat it, so basically I don't say I've, you know, like played a game until I beat it. But the first Jak and Daxter is terrible. It's like literally it's like collect 40 precursor orbs. Oh, you did that? Immediately collect 40 fucking more. And that is not an exaggeration. That is exactly how it goes. Cuz I played those for the first time back in high school. And I've tried several times since to get through Jak and Daxter 1, and I cannot fucking do it. I just know I'm gonna have to skip and go to 2 and 3. And I hear those are great, so maybe after I play those, I might fall in love with those and maybe want to see those come back, just like Ratchet and Clank did. Who knows?
Yeah, but like we wanna talking otter that cracks jokes. Hey man, I'm actually really excited for The Last of Us Part 2. I'm so pumped for that.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
But you know, I feel like I would like ukulele, but the thing is about ukulele is that it looks like a Banjo-Kazooie, you know, clone, and
I think it's made by the same people actually.
Yeah, so like I don't know.
But getting a little I mean I enjoy the live chat with our fans. And this is what it's all about. But kinda wanna get back on topic here.
Right, where were we? Side missions. Oh, powers.
Powers. Second to last point we're gonna make, but this is a big one. The only difference between these powers is the fucking colors.
And this right here, this is just great for this game. And right here is the powers. If they would have did the powers correctly or cool, like made me go, God, this is so crazy, this is so cool. I don't even know which power to use. This is nuts.
When everyone knows what power to use, neon. Who the fuck doesn't use neon?
Every other that we made today would be a mute point because I don't care. Because powers are cool, but like the smoke powers, they're lame. They're just like they're not like cool. It's just like why? Like Hank does? That would have been sick. It's absolutely insane. If you could like it. It's just make like a smoke screen that like I don't know. There's just so many different things they could have done with smoke powers that I feel that they didn't do, and that sucks. Moving on to the next power, neon. Now, neon was the most impressive power. Again, like I said about Fetch, it's about being the most interesting character out of all these characters.
She had the coolest
much
power
for this game. And it's like the neon powers weren't that great. They had the best movement.
Yeah, like honestly, once I got neon, I didn't use any other power unless like the story demanded it.
Right, like the neon powers were great, and he knew it was great because they made a whole DLC based on it, basically.
Yeah, and then like you were way more badass as Fetch than Delson.
Right, like that whole sniper thing, that was sick. It was quiet, that was crazy. Like,
I did like the infinite run, and I did like the swordy thing that Delson got. And the super doing some Dragon Ball Z shit, that was awesome. Right. Neon was the only power where I went like, that was fucking cool.
Yeah, the Ionic power, that was sick. That made me go, wow, that was crazy good. But the next power, which just into here, thank you, man, was the TV powers. The TV powers were cool when you was using them. When you, they were dope. They were wild, they were crazy. He summoned angels, he became a giant angel himself. What else you get? Some claws.
Clearly Fob is salty about this one.
No, seriously, this is I could talk for another 2 hours on this subject alone. This was the biggest fight I had for this game. Like the powers just bad. It's just like
and not only that, but it's like the powers all had the same moves. Like they all had their regular shooty like this. They all had their fucking little grenade thing. They all had like their super like sniper or like heavy hit move. And they all had their super. I'm in the middle of a video, man. And they all had their like super hit move. Like they didn't fucking have any sort of different distinctions except, again, the colors and how you moved when you had them. And again, everyone picked fucking neon because who doesn't want to run 90 miles an hour forever?
Right. And like I said about the TV powers, so like the TV powers were, I feel like that's like for every power in this game. Everybody used the powers. Granted that they were their like original powers, like, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, but at the same time, it's like have Delson do something that they can't with it, though.
Right, like do something different, something cool, like.
And one of the things that really annoyed me was that you couldn't change powers on the fly. Like, I don't know why I was expecting that, but the fact that you could not do it really pissed me the fuck off. I guess because you could do it in inFAMOUS 2. Like, in inFAMOUS 2, it's like a touch of a button, you could change all the powers you were doing.
And once again, like you said, like 15 times in this video, it looks great. Like the Unreal Engine, like 4 particle effects, they were sick. It was crazy looking. It looked good. Power itself was just bad.
Oh yeah, playing now and haven't been played since like 2014. Second Son still holds up and it looks amazing, and I just fucking died. no ragging on this game's looks at all. It's breathtaking, but
Right.
you know, looks are
But,
not
like,
everything.
like I said, like I was saying though, like Hank can fly. Hey, Fetch was like a crazy good sniper, and hey, Eugene turned into an angel, a gigantic. I can probably the one that makes me most mad that he became this gigantic angel and you get claws. Like, come on,
Yeah,
dude.
because if you think about it, you do get Fetch's snipe ability. You just don't have the range she does. But anyway, back to the whole. And while we're still on the powers, why does the fucking video power only... Why is it only, like, useful when you're evil? Because in my good playthrough of Second Son, I hated the video power. Like, every time I had to use it, I was like, dude, this power sucks. I can't do shit with this power. Like, I'm getting my ass whooped. And not like right now that I'm just, like, out of practice and I suck at the game. It's like, no, this was really late in the game and I was really strong and I was whipping ass. Like, I literally was just like, please let me have Neon. And I would win.
Right. Yo, so, literally, Zigaton has literally brought my thought about how this game should have been played, like, should have been made. It literally with this comment, so check this out. He said, if you could play as a different superhero archetype, that would be cool. Like a flying shooting type, like Tony Stark, a kung fu like master with like no powers like Man, and a speedster like Flash or super strong like Hulk. Those abilities, like let's give Smoke the ability to fly lower half into smoke and fly around and shoot things. That would have been crazy cool. If you had like TV powers and you absorb TV powers and you could like you had to like do kung fu or whatever, like
the fucking Matrix.
Like that would have been sick. If like the speed had you like move like the Flash and you like run around somebody so fast and like create a tornado and suck the air out of them and kill them. That would be so sick. If you had like if the concrete powers gave you like super strength like the Hulk where you could like jump like 50 feet, come down and make this gigantic crater, that would have been crazy cool. But no, we get cigarette smoke, we get we get a rave, we get like this weird creature with claws for TV powers. And don't even get me started on the concrete. The concrete powers didn't even have an ionic attack.
They
That's
didn't.
how bad it was.
It's bad and they should feel bad.
To get an ionic power for the concrete. If you could have came that giant spider thing that Augustine did for like a second or two, that would have been nuts.
Right? Like
been like
one of the few games where you can legitly be an earthbender and you don't take advantage of it.
Like if you had, thank you, perfect example. Not even become the spider thing. If you just stomped your foot with the concrete powers and created this like massive like earthquake attack like in Pokemon, that would have been cool. But no. Nope. We go run around as a giant golem and still get hurt. It doesn't protect you.
And still get hurt.
You still die while you still die while you're running around.
Right? Like and you can't even do like half the shit the DUP guys can do. Like
right, like it's just dumb. The powers are dumb. And like I said, I can be here for another 2 hours talking about how dumb they are. But we're not gonna do that because we're gonna move on to the final topic, which is the story. The story to me was lackluster. It was, like I said, it reminded me of a 90s teen, late teen, early 20s drama.
Infamous Creek.
Powers. Basically Infamous Creek with powers, like Dawson's Creek with powers. It was bad.
It was bad, and they should feel bad. I'm pretty sure they do feel bad, because I don't think anyone's heard anything from Sucker Punch in like the past 3 years. All we know is they're working on something.
But, like, and everything, like, the reason we made this last clip, it all comes full circle. The characters to me in this game were boring. And, like, the missions in this game, be it side missions or story missions, were boring. The game was super short. The side missions sucked. The powers sucked. Like, oh my god, so much stuff wrong. So much. And it's like,
if it would have had an emotionally engaging story experience, all that would have been pointless. But there's only one time this game made me go, damn, and have an emotion. Every other time it just went through it. Like, it was just, like you said earlier, Fob said it perfectly. It was like plastic. It was just there, and it was shiny, and it looked good. But in reality, it was a shitty substance.
Right, and see, and that's my, that, like, and I know I sound super condescending, and like I keep saying the game is done wrong. By no means am I a video game designer, or, like, if I design my own video games, like I can talk about it or whatever. But at the same time, as an avid gamer that has played a lot of games, like, and can tell you, I can tell you a good game from a bad one. Like, I can recommend a good game to you, and I know that's a big no-no word on the end of this opinion, but in my opinion, I can recommend you a good Infamous 1 and 2, good game. God of War 1 through 3, good games. Ratchet and Clank, good games. You know what I mean? If I cannot so say, hey, telling somebody who picks up a copy of Infamous Second Son and looks at it, and honestly asks, hey, should I get this game? Is it good? No, don't get it.
No. Get First Light.
like
that's what I tell him. I tell him to get First Light.
Yes, yes. It's everything you just said. Like the Delson looks like he belongs on the grass.
He does. We'll start calling. His name is even almost Declan. Like he has a douchey fucking douchebag name.
And like he's just his character is just uncreative. It's literally like they just went to Seattle, saw your basic average 21, 22-year-old, and it's like, yep, that's gonna be the character.
Yeah, they were like, Nirvana was a thing, let's make him look like that.
So, like, no, design though, is the character design is actually cool. Like,
I forgot about the big motherfuckers.
I like his jacket and stuff like that. I like the fact that you can change the design on his jacket.
Can't beat the black and yellow, bro. Just kidding. Fuck, I was like, yes, I can absorb this, but I don't have neon yet. Fuck.
Like that. That whole like the character design in this game. No, for the most part, albeit.
Except for Eugene, like, he should not look like that.
Yeah, Eugene does weird. I don't like it. See,
oh, fuck.
And that was another weird aspect to me too, that they actually used a real city instead of a fictional. That was weird to me too.
Well, that's because Sucker Punch is based in Seattle. So they're like showing their city love.
I mean,
but yeah, why? Yeah, no consistency with like the series lore. Yeah, I get that.
It's just like let's be honest. Numaray was New Orleans, like let's just
and Empire City was
Empire
New
City
York.
was just New York. So like, why didn't they just make a fictional Seattle?
Right? That'd be like in the DC universe. It's like, oh, Gotham Metropolis, and then here's Atlanta. Like, wait, what? No.
But, anyways, I forgot what was that. What's the story? Oh, see, like, the thing about the story was, nothing motivated me to like get really into this game to the point where I didn't feel anything. Like I said, and like, yeah, was it sad? Concrete in the legs, yes, that was really sad, and I wanted to help Grandma, but it's just like, I got lost. I got lost like 10 seconds, like, once you get to Seattle. It's just like, why am I here again? Oh,
Grandma's sick.
you know what I mean? It's just like,
but let me start like fighting the Seattle drug ring and shit. Like Dustin could have marched right into the DUP headquarters and be like, alright Augustine, let's do this. Like he did not need to do half the shit he did.
He could have got powers, ran in there before she could have even known anything, grabbed her, or stole her powers, and been on his way.
Yeah, it's not like with Cole and Bertrand where it's like they didn't know where the fuck Bertrand was all the time.
Like, and that was the thing. Like, the fact that Bertrand, like, he was hiding most of the time and stuff like that, always had a presence in Numaray. And the fact that, you know, hold on 1 second. Yeah. I'm doing a video, Mom. Yes. Okay, here it comes. Hold on a second, guys.
Well, while Fob's away, I guess I'll elaborate on this point. Yeah, Bertrand may not have always been on screen, but his presence was always known. And that's the sign of, like, a good villain, because he could be in the screen, doing action and taking charge, but he'd also be off-screen and you could still feel like he was fucking shit up, even though you weren't seeing him fuck shit up. But, yeah, we're just kind of all over the place with this video, but that's okay. It's an analytical discussion about topics in gaming. That's what this whole Food for Thought series is about. And I'm glad that we had, you know, fans of the series or of Tasty Squad come out and, you know, talk with us and, you know, and just engage with us in the conversation. That's what I want this series to be. And I'm really glad that that's happening. And I'm terrible because I'm not reading the comments, I'm playing the game. Next time when Fob streams, I'll read the comments. But the story just felt lacking in this so badly. Like, only once did I have an emotional level where it hit me. And no sort of story should have that. No story should only have one singular moment where emotion hits you. The whole point of the story is the character changing through his journey. Seeing them, there's the whole term character development, that's where it comes in.
Sorry about that, I'm back. And technical issues. But what was I talking about? Oh, feelings, right? This game made me feel absolutely nothing.
I literally just said that.
Oh, infamous 1.
These guys are
like, oh, the present. That's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about feelings. In Infamous 1, Kessler's presence was everywhere. You rarely saw him, but his presence was everywhere, and it was like looming doom. Second Son, you've seen Augustine 3 times, and neither time she was there, she was intimidating. She didn't seem like she was like all powerful, like she didn't seem like a threat. Like he was like, okay, I got concrete powers. There's how many times Delson, like, running around here, get trapped. They were forced conduits and they weren't as strong as Augustine was, or whatever. did you get trapped? Your legs get trapped by concrete, and you just like smoke dashed out of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. And like even from like the beginning of the game, like when Augustine's there and she's putting the concrete in his leg and she's like, do you have something to say? And he's like, I'm a conduit. And then she doesn't act on that at all. It's like, you're literally talking about the lady that is the leader of the group of people that fucking hunts down conduits. Like, that is your job. And you literally have someone tell you right to your face they're a conduit, and you don't follow up with it at all. Like, you literally just fucking leave. Great police work. Like, and then...
Like I said, she wasn't intimidating, she just sucked, dude. And I agree with you guys. Because when you fight Augustine at the end, it's so satisfying to beat her up. Just because of how bad of a villain she was. That's why I enjoyed beating her up, because she was just terrible. She wasn't... Like, you deserve this since the game started, just because you...
Because you exist!
Because what John just said. That nobody, like... So you arrest Fetch, Eugene, and...
Suck on this!
And Hank. But I'm just gonna let Delson heal up, and that's that.
Right?
Like right here, what you, like, I just saw it on stream. Right there, when you got trapped by the concrete thing. You just slightly smoked higher than you were.
Yep. Fuck, I need some... Oh shit.
Yeah, so bad guy's presence sucks.
And it's like, Bertrand wasn't always there, but you always felt his presence. And it's like, you felt like, you know, you really had to like... You know, in Second Son, you fucking recruit like 3 people. Granted, they're more like 2 people. Granted, they're conduits to help take down the DOP, but it's like, and 2, you had to gather 2 other conduits and a whole like band of like militia, or not militia, like all of LaRoche's men, like the freedom fighter guys. You had to band all of them together, and even then, y'all barely beat fucking Bertrand. Like, it was not an easy victory. Like, he fucking put up a fight.
So it's just really sad that this game is so much potential. So much.
To quote David Tennant, I could do so much more. That's what Cole said when he saw Delson, and he didn't want to change. But unlike Matt Smith, Delson did not fucking deliver. And yes, I'm a nerd. I talk about Doctor Who. Leave me the fuck alone.
But I think that's it. Talk about the story, talk about the characters, followers. Any closing thoughts?
If you want to play Infamous, play literally every other Infamous but this one. Or you know what? Don't not play this one. Just play this one first. That way, as you play the games, they'll improve for you. Like, if this would have been the first Infamous in the series, it wouldn't get as much hate. Kind of like how Uncharted 1 was very lacking compared to what 2 and 3 did. But since it was the first one at bat, you know, we don't judge it like that, because we're like, oh, well, they improve things. You know, I don't mind a game not being as, like, an older game in the series not being as good as a newer one. Because with better technology and, you know, the more time to think, you improve. But when it does shit like this, and it fucking, you know, devolves, it's inexcusable. So if you really feel like you have to play Second Son, do it first.
Yeah. Like, and somehow, some reason, Sucker Punch sees this. Don't take this as constructive criticism. We love your games. We really do.
Again, I don't blame Sucker Punch. I blame Sony. I cannot believe in my heart that Sucker Punch would willingly do this.
So, but I think that's about wraps things up.
Yeah, I think so, guys. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much for watching the entire time, or whatever amount of time you watched. Thanks for the comments, the likes, the support. Just thank you for being a part of Tasty Squad with us. And everyone that commented and got in the conversation with us, thank you for that. I know I already said this when Fob left for a minute earlier, but the fact that we engaged with our audience and we were all having a big open discussion about video games, that's entirely what I want this series to be. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I know Fob appreciates it as well. So guys, just again, thank you, and as always, stay fucking tasty.
One more thing, well, two more things. And we are 1 second. Yes. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna come help you in 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. But like I was saying, two things before we wrap this stream up. One, I streaming over on Twitch. The Twitch link should be down in the description. If it's not, I will put it there as soon as this video is done. And two, that we are at 4 subscribers. We are 6 away from 100. 6. Cannot thank you guys enough for the support, for subscribing, for liking, for disliking, viewing, commenting, all of that. Thank you. So, together, if we get to 100, we haven't really discussed it, but we're gonna do something special for 100 subscribers.
I think I know what I want to do, but I'm gonna talk with Fob about it.
That's a very, very, very big milestone in my
Oh yeah. Yeah, this channel is less than a year old, and we already have this much support.
And I know we've been sporadic with the uploads, and trust me, things will get better, they will improve. Just gotta give us time.
And I'm sorry I didn't have a Ultimate Spider-Man yesterday. I will have it up by tomorrow, it'll be there. I wasn't able to edit, I don't want to like do woe is me pity party, but my girlfriend was actually in a car accident yesterday, so of course, like a caring human being, I went to go see her, and I said, fuck editing a video. But she's fine, no serious injuries, she's home, you know, just a couple scrapes and bruises, but I had to go check on her.
And that's it, like, completely like overshadow or change the subject. Kingdom Hearts will return. I don't have a girlfriend. She wasn't in a car accident. I'm just being lazy. I'm not gonna lie to you yet. But it will return, I promise.
Spider-Man tomorrow. Of course, we're gonna have Bloodborne tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. And just, I want to put this out there, too, just as a whole, we're trying harder to do more videos, but there will not be Sunday Night Uno this week. Maybe between Toasty and Fob, but not myself. I'm actually going out of town, and I'll be in the country where internet doesn't exist, so I will not be able to be a part of it.
We might do something on Sunday. Not gonna necessarily say it's gonna be Uno, but we need to find a forest for Uno, though. So.
Right. So if any of you guys want to get Uno for $10 and play with us, we'd be more than welcome to have you.
Yep.
Alright guys, well thank you so much again for watching, subscribing, all that good shit. And as always, stay fucking tasty.